When you think of Africa, what springs to mind? A continent racked by poverty and conflict? Or perhaps you envision a land filled with exotic wildlife, untouched by the trappings of modern civilization? It's time to reconsider these stereotypes. For centuries, Africa has been painted as a continent of despair and devastation. Yet few realize that it is an economic powerhouse with a wealth of untapped potential. Over 60% of the world's natural resources and precious metals are found in Africa. From diamonds and gold to platinum and oil, Africa is a treasure trove of commodities that are critical to the world economy. Consider this: the chocolate that you savor, the cocoa for it is 80% produced in Africa. Despite being home to just 17% of the world's population, Africa contributes to over 9.6% of global oil output, 90% of world platinum supply, and 2/3 of the world's manganese. So why is it that Africa, a continent so rich in resources, is often portrayed as impoverished and underdeveloped? In 2018, Africa witnessed a 7% rise in tourism, welcoming 67 million visitors to its shores. This places it as the second fastest growing region for tourism after the Asia-Pacific. Contrary to popular belief, these tourists weren't harassed or killed by locals or wildlife. Instead, they experienced the warmth, hospitality, and diversity that Africa has to offer. Behind the curtains of these misconceptions, Africa feeds the world's largest economies. If Africa were to halt its exports, these economies would starve. So why is it that Africa, the provider, is often portrayed as the needy? The narrative needs to change. It's time to recognize Africa for what it truly is: a continent of opportunity and growth. Business opportunities are ripe for those who dare to venture. Many have already found success on African soil. It's time to raise your voice against the plundering of Africa's resources. Stand against the forces that drive Africa into poverty. The future of Africa and its people is in your hands. It's time for Africa.